Recently, here in Israel, an amazing story took place. There's a boy, we'll call him Yossi, not his real name, and he was looking to get married. And for a long time, he was going through the process, working through shidduchim, which many Orthodox people go through matchmakers, and he just wasn't getting good matches. And to make things worse, this boy, again, we'll call him Yossi, so he was an orphan, and he didn't have a mother. And one day he went to his rabbi and said, Rebbe, I don't understand. All these years I handled without a mother. Everyone around me was having all that love, and I pushed through, and I didn't complain to Hashem. But now, how could Hashem do this? Doesn't He promise to have mercy upon orphans? And the rabbi said, listen, I'm not a miracle worker, but we know when we're in troubled times, there's one amazing advice. Talk to Hashem. Go to the Kotel. That's the place where Jews pour their heart out. Go to the Kotel. Talk to God. And maybe there'll be a salvation. Pray to Him. And so the boy did. Meanwhile, 2 weeks earlier, this boy had been suggested a great match about a girl that seemed like it could really go somewhere. And his parents were really excited. And they told the matchmaker, please, go full force. Ask the other side. We give it its approval. And 2 weeks had passed, and the other side had not gotten back to him. Apparently, the parents of this girl thought there were other ideas that were better, and, they just didn't bother to get back. They were still thinking about it. And that day, the matchmaker goes on the bus from Beitar to Jerusalem. And he gets on the bus, and he had just missed a bus a few minutes earlier. And who is he sitting next to? None other than that exact person who he had called up, who he had tried to convince to make that shidduch, to make that match. And now he's sitting right next to him. He says, don't you see the divine providence? I'm the guy that made that match. You're the father. This is a really good idea. The father said, no, I don't know. It doesn't really pull me. But he said, look at the divine providence. You gotta give it a shot. You gotta look more into it. And so the father did. He said, wow, there is something going on here. And he looked into the match. And in fact, they said it's a good idea. And the boy and the girls went out. They started going out. And thank God, they got engaged. At the celebration, at the L'chaim, when the Shadchan was listening, he heard Yossi tell his side, his story, about how he went to the Kotel to pray. And he cried to Hashem, and he begged Hashem that He should give him a salvation. And after that, he just felt good about himself. He felt like things were going to go smoothly. And when he heard this, he asked the boy, what day and what time did you go to the Kotel? And it turned out, exactly at that time when that boy was praying at the holy wall, was exactly when he met that Shadchan. It was exactly when the father and the Shadchan met and made the match. It seems to me like Hashem orchestrated it so that it should align so well to teach us, me and you, the power of praying from the depth of our heart, especially at a place as special as the Western Wall. May we all cry our hearts out during our hard times to Hashem, and may Hashem send us open salvations. Have a beautiful day.